Well, good evening, everybody. Tonight, the Trojans play host to the brand new Midwest Ball Club, who are known as the Midwest Mustangs. They are a combination of Middleburg and West Snyder. So they come in here tonight playing as a squad for the first time here in the Gordon E. Foster Gymnasium. The Trojans looking for their second victory of the season tonight as they go after these brand new Mounties. And Trojans coming off a win the other night when they nipped the Juniata Indians by 10. I think it was 48-38. And so tonight we're going to look for some good scoring out of these Trojans and see if we can put away these Midwest Mustangs. Now, the Midwest Mustangs have a kid that came from West Snyder, and his name is Allen. He's number 1. He'll wear jersey number 1. And he is really pretty darn good shooter. Shoots a lot of three-point. He's a three-point shooter and has gotten a couple of good ball games under his belt already. So we'll be watching for these guys here tonight. Brett Hicks will start at center. Number 3, Brendan Page will be the second man announced. Eric Trago, he's 5'9".
At guard, a 5'8" senior, number 21, Ryan Keister.
Ryan Keister also announced, and at guard, number 1, Jerry Wagner. There he is, Wagner, not a big kid, but a pretty one of these pure shooter type of guys. So, in fact, he's probably the shortest guy out there in the starting 5 the way it looks. But he'll be something to contend with tonight. The UDA Trojans, on the other hand, they will start number 34, Skylar Foltz. He'll be starting again tonight. Skylar had a good ball game last time out, as did 10 of the ball players who all scored. No one scoring double figures for UDA last time out, but 10 individual ball players scoring. Lund Schlager, the second man announced. Drew Gunderman, who played a good game last time out, will be starting. He's number 30. Senior Blake Miller starting at a guard position, and Mott Oxidine, the other guard for UDA. So here we go, and we'll be back after the national anthem with tonight's ball game. We'll gather in the names of the Mustangs as we go. Number 1, we'll remember him. Wagner, he's on the far side of the court. So we'll touch it off here now as Hicks tips it off for the Mustangs and Foltz for UDA. See a good ball game, boys. Starting right now. Foltz controls it back here for UDA. Blake Miller's got it for the Trojans. He'll start it up court. A couple of times last last ball game, some of the Trojan guards bringing the ball up had a little bit of a time with it as the ball is tipped away here. Back with it comes Wagner over into the corner. It goes. They'll dump one underneath there. No good. Rebound comes down to the Mustangs. Here's 4 for 3. It's good.
Number 4, Eric Trago.
So Trago hits the first points of the ball game, gets himself a 3. 3-0. There's a work inside here by Foltz. He'll turn around, spin it back outside. Loudenschläger goes back in here for Foltz. Foltz, turn around jumper, good for 2.
Basket by Foltz.
So Foltz has got 2, and it's a 3-2 ball game in the first minute of play here. Trago coming, or no, that wasn't Trago. Here's a bounce on the wing, stolen away by the Trojans. Back comes Blake Miller, looking for 2. It is high off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down here and controlled to that Trago. Trago speeding down, bounces one over there for 2. It is no good. Rebounded underneath there by Foltz. Trojans dodge the bullet there, and back with it comes a bounce pass stolen away by Wagner. Wagner bringing it up court for the Mustangs. Near wing it comes. Trago back out here for 2-1. Here's Trago from outside for 3 more. He is fouled. The shot was no good. Foul is on Gunderman. Drew picks up the personal, and Trago will go to the line shooting 3 for the Mustangs. He'll be shooting 3. Trago has made 2 of his 3, and here's his 3rd. It is no good. Made 2 out of 3. Makes it a 5-2 ball game, and the Trojans with a rebound come back up court. Now here comes Oxidine. Matt across the timeline. Bouncing it here for Fultz. Over in the wing. Here's a 19-foot try by Laudenschläger, wouldn't go, and on the rebound it's going to stay down here as it went off Keister, number 21. So UD will inbound the ball. Oxidine inbounding it right here for Laudenschläger. Back it comes to Blake Miller. Over in the wing there for Oxidine into the corner. Fultz. Fultz looking inside. Now he drops it here for Drew, and then back out for a shot for three is good. Fultz hits a three and makes it a 5-5 ball game. So in the early going here, Skylar Fultz has all the Trojan points for all 5 of them. Ordering, here's Wagner pushing it on the baseline, dumping it back outside here for Hicks, but it's stolen away nicely by the Trojans. Quick pass over here to Blake Miller, shot up and in, good. Good pass and a good bucket by that Blake Miller. It's 7-5 UD as the boys run it. Oh, looked like a walk there. No? Okay. Wagner with it. Back here for that Trago. Now into the corner. Pass inside. Hicks for 2. It's good.
Hicks with the bucket for the Mustangs.
It's 7-7. Playing it inside here for Laudenschläger. He reaches one up and in, good. Good job by Zach Laudenschläger underneath deep. Reached that big arm out there and stretched one up and in, good. It's 9-7 UD. Here's Trago bouncing it inside. Hicks with it. Back outside he'll come now. Over the wing it goes. This is Wagner for 2. It's good.
Wagner with 2 points.
Wagner hits a gliding 2-pointer. Then we're tied at 9. Miller with it for UD. Laudenschläger over the baseline. Here for a shot from Miller for 3. It is no good. Rebound, let's see, comes down inside there to the Mustangs. Back with it comes Wagner. Pulls up, brings it over here for a shot. No good. Rebound tapped around. Number 3's got it, puts it up. No good. Rebound still tapped around in there. Let's see who's got it. Finally, it's going to be controlled here by Oxidine. And Ox will move it up court for UD. For Laudenschläger. Oh, right inside. Nice pass. Shot put up by Drew. Wouldn't go the first time. Second time wouldn't go. And on the third try, it's got to go out of bounds off the Trojans. So the Trojans had a couple chances there, and they just wouldn't go.
Blake Ringler, Mark Mace, and Matt Harmon into the game for the Trojans.
Mark Mace, along with Zach Mace and Ringler, into the ball game for UDA. It's tied at 9, and up court comes that 21 guy. Ball tapped away inside. Here comes Miller racing back 2-on-1. Mark Mace for 2. It's good. Mark Mace with a good pass from Blake Miller. And Mark just got into the ball game about 3 seconds before he scored his first couple of points. There's a drive inside, nicely put up and in, good by that Wagner. You will hear Jerry Wagner's name tonight a lot. Over here for the other Mace. Now inside it goes. Turnaround shot by Ringler off the glass, wouldn't go. Rebound comes down here for Wagner. Wagner tracing it up court here, just about lost the handle on it, pushes it back outside here. Shot from way out there for 3, no good. Rebound comes back out here. 21 will take it inside, push it on the baseline. A nice pass. Good pass on the baseline to Page. And Page put her home and gives the Mustangs a lead. Now it's 13-11 Midwest. Oh, nice pass in there for Harmon for 2. Wouldn't go. Rebound tapped outside here, and let's see, it's going to be controlled here to Page, I guess it is. Shot put up, no, or good. And timeout called by UDA with 2:32 left here in the first quarter. It's now 15-11. The Mustangs by 4. Mark Mace inbounds the ball after the Trojan timeout here for Blake Miller. Over the wing there for Mark Mace. Into the corner it goes. Picked up in there by Zach Mace. Harmon for 3. Wouldn't go. Rebound comes back here and a foul will be called on UD. The foul was on Oxidine, they say on the board, but I don't No, it's on. They changed it now. Okay. It was on Mace. The other Mace, Zach Mace. From the wing for three, no good. Rebound comes back out here, and let's see. It's going to be picked up here by the Trojans. Back with it comes Mace, dropping it here for Mark Mace. Mark looking to take it inside, stopping, puts a shot up, wouldn't go. But he will go to the line, shooting two.
Mark Mace to the foul.
Good move by Mark, lifted it up there with that left arm. And just wouldn't get it to go down, but he'll shoot two freebies now. He can bring the Trojans to within two if he gets a couple of these in here. See what he can do with his first one. It is good. 15-12. First squad coming back in here. 4 players coming back in for UDA. Mark Mace stays in the ball game. He's the shooter. But Kunderman's back in there along with Oxidine and Foltz and Lundschlager. Folk, number 25, in there for the Mustangs. Second shot is no good, off the mark. Rebound comes down here to that 24 Pyle. Pyle driving it hard to the hoop for two. It is no good. Rebound underneath control to Pyle. Pyle played junior varsity and played a nice game out there. Here's a shot by Folk for three. It's 18-12. UD trails by 6. Lundschlager looking inside. Right inside it comes here to Foltz for two. It's good. Nice pass from Lundschlager to Foltz. Foltz has 2 more. 18-14. 1:09 left here in the first quarter. The pass back over that Folk guy. There's Wagner with it. Wagner pushing it back outside now as he's held off nicely in there by Lundschlager, or by Oxidine that time. Wagner again with it. Near wing. Folk, and they're going to call 3-second violation on apparently Trago, I guess, was in the lane a little bit too long that time. So the Trojans with a chance to get back to within 2 again here now if we can get a bucket. 43 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Trojans going to play it down a little bit. Time down to 33. Pass inside. Now back outside. It comes Lundschlager. Jumper for 2. It's good. 18-footer for Zach Lundschlager is good. We're down to 2-point differential. 18-16. 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Folk on the baseline. He goes with it. Spinning it over on the wing. Here's a shot put up. No good, and a rebound comes down here to the Trojans with 5 seconds. This is Mace. Mace from way outside for a long 3. It's short. And that's going to do it as the period will come to an end. But at the end of 1, got a good, oh, no, wait a minute. There's a score at the end of 1 quarter. It is 18-16, Midwest by 2. Right, be right back, and Midwest will have the ball when we come back. Second quarter to get it underway now. Folk will inbound the ball here for that Keister. This is Folk with it. Swinging it out here for Wagner. Wagner had a soul away from him nicely by Mark Mace. Mark looking for 2. It's good, and we're tied. Good steal and a good bucket by that Mark Mace. We're tied at 18. Up court they come with it, and they're going to have a reach-in foul called on somebody. Foul will be on Blake Miller. Picks up the reach-in foul that time. And Midwest will inbound. Keister with it. Swinging it near wing. Folk has it. Folk, good guarding on him by Trojans. It's stolen away again. Back with it comes Foltz. Foltz with a long pass over here for a shot on the baseline by Mark Mace for 2. Nice pass by Foltz that time to Mark Mace, and Mark Mace put her home. Here comes that Wagner guy. He's looking for 2. He will not get one that time, and a rebound comes down there, and it's got to be blocked away nicely by Gunderman. And then a hold foul called on Gunderman, perhaps. What a heck of a block. Heck of a block, and then Gunderman gets called for the foul. He's done shooting. Let's see how many Drew has. Fourth, I think it is. Outside here for Page. Page near wing. Wagner's got it. Wagner picking it out, spinning it over to wing. Trago goes inside with it to Page. Page will spin it back outside. Here's a dump over to wing. Shot from over there for two, no good. Rebound comes right down, no, and control to the Mustangs. And got a foul called. Foul is on Gunderman, his second here in about the last minute or so. So Drew's going to have to settle down a little bit as Matt Harmon jumps off the bench for UDA. I think he'll be coming in here to replace Gunderman here in just a second. Yep, Drew's going to have to leave. And Matt Harmon back in there for UDA. 6:44 remaining here in the first half. Trojans by 2. Second shot by Keister is good, and it's a 1-point margin now. 2019 UDA by 1. Miller coming up with Keister guarding him. This is Mark Mace. Mark trying to take it on the baseline there. It goes out of the hands of Laudenschlager, not out of bounds. Had to set up nice. Laudenschlager on the baseline just didn't catch the bounce pass from Mace. Here's Wagner. Ooh, had a tip, but still has control. Now it's tipped again this time by Laudenschlager. Zach making a good move. Then he brings it back here for a shot by Miller. Miller is fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 2. Foul will be on Hicks. And Blake Miller will be at the line to shoot 2 for UDA. This game's going tonight. Every one of these free throws is going to be very important. Whoops. And Blake missed the first one. So he can give the Trojans a 2-point lead when he comes back. However, Midwest has called a timeout. 6:16 remaining here in the first half. Miller will be back at the line when we come back. And the Trojans up by 1. Miller back at the line to shoot 1. This is his first one, but let's see if Blake can get this one in. Give the Trojans that 2-point margin back again. Here it comes. It is no good. Rebound comes down on this side, though, and out of bounds it goes. It's going to go off the hands of Page and out of bounds, so UD will inbound. Miller will be inbounding for UDA. Back here for Fultz. This is Harmon back for Mark Mace. Over the wing, they swing it there for Laudenschlager. Zach hooks inside. Here's Fultz. Oh, Fultz might have taken that one to the hoop. Picked up in there by Fultz anyway. Looked like he got a little bit of a break there. Some room, but didn't do it. Oh, that one there. I'm not sure who that was to, but it's picked off in here by Trago. And back they come with a chance to take the lead back again for the Mustangs. Keister bouncing it back here for Wagner. Wagner goes on the wing for Trago. Trago back out here. Wagner. Trago again. There's Keister looping one up. No good. Rebound inside here. Let's see who's got it. It's going to be and a technical foul called on Wagner. Wagner gets himself a tee, so he'll sit out for a little bit, I believe. And one of the Trojans will be selected here to shoot this foul. And that's Wagner. Doesn't he have to go out if he gets a tee? I believe he will, but we'll see. Got a man kind of warming up at the bench. Zach Laudenschlager will shoot 2 for UD. Zach's first try, no good. Well, remember that I said, folks, extra points are going to be extremely important free throws tonight. And the Trojans have just missed at least 3 in a row. And Zach. Up. Yes, got it to go. All right. 19-21. 21-19 UD by 2. And apparently it wasn't Wagner that got the tee. I'm not sure. I thought they had to leave, but perhaps I'm wrong. At any rate, Oxendine back in there with Blake Ringler and Matt Mace. Zach Mace make it. All right. Mark Mace will inbound. Back here for Oxendine. Matt Oxendine. Over the baseline. Now back outside it comes here for Mark Mace. Inside here. Whoop, tried to tip it inside. Here's Foltz with it. Foltz for 2. It's a charge foul going to be called on Skylar Foltz that time. Skylar went in to make the drive on the right baseline and ran over somebody. 4:57 left here in the first half. Here's Keister. He's double teamed. They're going to call it a tie-up. It's going to be UD ball. Coach over there, Sollers, no way. But we got the call. That was good. We'll take it. Mark Mace with it for UDA. In the corner there for Ringler. Ringler looking for something to happen. Nothing doing there. Oxendine for Mace. Out on the perimeter there for Foltz. Skylar back outside here. Mark steps inside. Looks for 2. Wouldn't go, and Ringler will get an over the back call on the rebound. So that's going to be the 6th, or is it 7th? I'm not sure. Well, it's going to be a 1-and-1, I believe. 7th foul for Ringler. It's his first, of course. Blake picking up his first personal foul. But that's going to send number 21, Keister, to the foul line, shooting a 1-and-1. 4:36 left here in the first half of the ball game. Here's the first try. It is no good. Rebounded nicely in there to Foltz. We'll drop it back there for Oxendine. Seems like both teams got stuck at this score. It's UDA 20 and the visiting Mustangs 19, but we're kind of both teams stuck there. We don't mind them being stuck there, but we don't like it ourselves. Here's Ringler. Blake back here for Mace. Mace, nice pass underneath. Shot put up on a foul called. Foul will be on 30. And that is Inch.
Zach Mace to the foul line.
And that's going to send Zach Mace to the line to shoot a pair. Let's see if Zach's eye is okay tonight from 15 feet out unopposed. We'll find out. Here is Zach's first shot. And it is about like most of the rest of them. Good heavens. Come on, guys. Second try. Good. Well, we're making 1 out of 2 anyway. Improved by 50%. All right. 22-19, UD by 3. This is Wagner. Pushes it ahead. Stolen away nicely by the Trojans. Back comes Mace. Mace hopping to the hoop. Bucket's good. Great drive that time by Mark Mace. Looking like a jackrabbit out here. Just bouncing along right into the hoop. He goes for 2, and he'll try to get 3 if he can make this one. This is a freebie coming up here now. Come on, Mark. 24-19. The Trojans have improved it by 5 now, and he can make it 6 here with a bucket. He did. All right. 25-19 UDA by 6. There's Page with it. They'll dump it over the baseline. Shot from over there is good for 2. That was Inch for 2. 25-21. 3:42 left here in the first half. Ooh, my goodness. Inch reacting a little bit to that out-of-bounds play, I would say. So anyway, Trojans inbound the ball. Here's Mace. Near wing over here for the other Mace. Zach Mace back here for Oxendine, and then Mark Mace with it. Oxendine. Near wing over here for Ringler. Blake Bounces it inside nicely. Here's a shot by Fultz, no good. Rebound comes back quickly ahead. They go with it here, but that's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay up here. They say that Mark Mace got a hand on that one at the very end of the play. Pass intended for Trago. There's Wagner, had it tipped loose, picked up over there. The Trojans steal it away nicely. Mark Mace picking it right off, going to the hoops nicely, looking for two. It's good. Mark Mace with a nice bucket, and back with it come the Mustangs now. Over here for that Keister. Keister's blocked out of there nicely. Has to flip it outside here for Wagner. Wagner for two. It's good. That bucket will count. And Wagner will go to the line, shooting one to get three. It's 27-25. I believe. It says 23, but I don't think they rung up the two that he got. Or did they? Well, perhaps they did.
Slayer, Miller, and Harmon into the ballgame for the Trojans.
27-23. And Wagner at the line shooting one. And it is no good. Bounces off, rolls off to the far side. Trago with it. And I got to call a hold, or no, we're out of bounds, I guess. Or a walk. I'm not sure what that call was. 2:54 left in the first half. Trojans by 4. Zach Mace came back in there, along with Mark Mace. That's Miller over here for Landschlager. Landschlager looking for something inside. Here's Zach Mace for two. Oh, just a little bit too high off the glass and too hard, and back with it comes Inch. Ooh, close, near steal. Here's Wagner from outside for three. It's good. Yeah. 27-26, UDA by 1. Mace. Stay back a little bit, see what develops. Here's Zach Mace. Back here for Miller. Back to Harmon. Harmon pushing it here for Mark Mace. Mark goes inside with it, and a ball stolen out of there. It's going to be off the hands of the Pyle in there. Pyle for... We'll check that. I don't think Pyle's even in this game. But anyway, off one of those guys. Yeah, no, he's not. Here's Mark Mace looking for three, just off the mark. Rebound comes back here, controlled here to Blake Miller. Blake has it stolen away from him, however, and then it's stolen right back, and then a foul's going to be called. Come on, give Inch a doggone tee here. He reacts on everything, does Mr. Inch. My goodness. I wonder if he doesn't think he bumped into him there. I believe he did. Anyway, it's UD to inbound the ball, as Mark Mace will inbound. Inch is going to go out there and get cooled off. They'll shower him down. They'll wet him down with a hose. They'll hose him down. And Page back in there for the Mustangs. He'll roll it back here for Blake Miller. Minute 52 left in the first half. Here's Blake, near side over here for three. Oh, just off the mark. Nice rebound inside there by Zach Miller. Here's a shot put up, and then good by Mark Mace. Mark with a good drive. Near steal. Wow. Don't see how they missed that one. Keister bounces it over in the wing over here. Shot from over here. Good for two. Hicks hits for two. Coming up, there's Zach Landschlager. Landschlager for two. Wouldn't go. Rebound on the inside there, and it looks like it'll be Hicks picking up the personal, I believe. And that should send Mace to the line shooting a 1-and-1. Zach Mace at the line shooting a 1-and-1 for UDA. Trojans leading by 1 point. Let's see if Zach can make a couple here. First try. Good. Trojans by 2, 30-28. Oxidine in there to replace Blake Miller for UDA with 1:18 left here in the half. And see if Zach can get this one in. Yep. Two good foul shots by that Zach Mace. And back with it come the Keister. Keister swinging it over the wing. Now into the baseline they go with it. On the baseline, drive shot put up, blocked away nicely by the Trojans. Picked up in here by Lodslager, but then he lost it away, and then a foul will be called. Foul will be on Mace, on Zach Mace. And it'll be a non-shooting, or will it be? No, I guess it will be a shooting type, and that's going to send the gunner Wagner to the line, shooting 1-1. Zach Mace was his second personal of the ball game. Wagner's first shot, no good. Rebounded in there nicely to Laudenschlager. Back with it come the Trojans. Ooh, nearly back court. Nope, not back court. He wasn't over the line. Here is Oxidine for Mace. This is Mark Mace. Mark wants to take it inside, just couldn't do it. Back outside it comes here for Oxidine. Oxidine gets a path for two. It's good. Oxidine saw the path right there and put it home. Good job by that Matt Oxidine. There's a ball loose all over the place, and we're going to get a call out here. Going to get a call on Harmon. Matt will pick up the foul that will send Keister to the line, shooting a 1-1. Ringler back in there now for UDA as he replaces Mark, or rather Matt Mace. Wagner comes back for the Mustangs. And to the line goes Keister. He'll be shooting two, 10th team foul on UDA. First try, good. 33-29. UD by 4. 33 seconds left here in the half. Second shot's good. 33-30. The Trojans by 3. Inside of 30 minutes to play, or 30 seconds to play, rather. There's Oxidine dropping it here for Mace. This is Mark Mace. He has Harmon on the right side. He'll drop it back to Matt, but it's stolen away by Wagner. Wagner for two. Good. Oh, Trojans just sloppily that time threw that one away. Make it a 1-point ball game. Clock down to 7 seconds. Over the wing it goes. Somebody better put one up here. This is good if it goes. Nope, wouldn't go, and that's going to do it. So the ball game comes to a halftime conclusion with a 1-point lead for UDA. It's 33-32, UDA by 1. Wow. Well, the teams are back on the court now, and Juniata will have the advantage of inbounding the basketball when we begin play here. They trail our Trojans by 1. And we'll be set to go. Crowd kind of filing in here. And we're going to have Trigo inbound the basketball for Midwest. He'll be inbounding it here for Keister. And we're set to go with 16 more minutes of B-ball. Can the Trojans hang on to that 1-point lead or expand on it, we hope? Trigo into the corner he goes. Shot from over there for 3, way off the mark. And everything. A foul called, push foul called on push foul called on Oxidine. And Wagner to the line to shoot 3. His team trailing by 1. This should make a difference with him shooting. Here's the first try. It is short. All right. So he missed the first one. Let's see what he does with the second one. That one's a little better. So you got that one in and tied up the ball game, 33 all. He'll shoot one more, see if he can give the Mustangs the lead. And he did. 34-33, Midwest by 1. They throw the ball inbounds, and then it goes out of bounds. It's going to be UD ball. Kind of a sloppy inbounds play there. Now the Trojans look at lethargic at times here. Just playing, making dumb plays. Slow, like the other team doesn't want that basketball, but they do. Here's Miller, and a reach-in foul is going to be called. No, he went out of bounds. They're going to say Miller stepped out of bounds. So we'll give the ball right back to the Mustangs. Referee right on the play down there. Keister dribbling it up court. Nothing underneath. Gives it over there to that Trago into the corner. Wagner had it. Now they'll go inside with it. Ball tipped nicely loose that time. Quick outlet pass here for Oxidine for two. Nice play, nice pass from Blake Miller to Oxidine for two. The ball on the other side lost out of bounds. They're going to say it went off the hands of Trago, and so UD will get the ball back. Two good plays there in a row, one defensively, one offensively. That was Drew Gunderman back into the ball game here to start the second half here. Here's Oxidine dropping it back here for Blake Miller. Blake, top of the circle. He'll swing it into the wing for three. Oh, just off the mark. Nice rebound in there by Fultz for two. Trojans lead by three, 37-34. Up comes Keister. Keister pushing it over the wing. Shot from over there by Hicks. No good. Rebound tapped over this way. Controlled by the Trojans. Oxidine coming back with it real quickly for UDA. Looking for two. It's good. Matt Oxidine for two. Matt's fired up. 39-34. All of a sudden the Trojans back on top by 5. Ball tapped loose. Picked up. Fired back here for Lodschlager for two. It's no good. And a charge called on Matt. Yeah, charge on Zach. Zach just plowed in there. Come on, Zach. That got to get himself a little under control here. And timeout's going to be called by Midwest. The Mustangs will have the ball when we come back. It is 39-34. UD by 5. 6:25 remaining here in the third quarter. Wagner set to inbound the basketball for the Mustangs. Keister tapped away again. Inside it goes. Let's see. It's going to go out of bounds on the far side. They're going to rule it's whose. Both officials looking at each other. They're not sure. It's going to be white ball. It's going to be UDA ball. Good hustle in there by those Trojans. Mark Mace will come in to replace Drew Gunderman for UDA. Inch back in there for Midwest. He's replacing Page. So it'll be Oxidine inbounding the ball. Back here for Fultz. Swing it over here for Oxidine. Matt has it out in front. Miller into the corner here. Now they try to go inside with it. Stolen away, but picked up in there by UDA as Mark Mace has it. Mark wanted to go inside, turns it here, and a walk called on Zach Lodschlager. Zach Lodschlager and Blake Miller kind of both trying to get that basketball, and they call a walk. Page taps it down this way, picked up again by the Trojans. Third or fourth turnover. Can the Trojans do something with it now this time? Let's see. Here's Blake Miller out in front. Looking for something to develop inside. Oh, nice pass in there for Lodschlager for two. Wouldn't go. Return shot put up by Fultz. Good for two. Tyler Fultz with the put back of Lodschlager's shot. 41-34. Trojans with some good forecourt pressure here now. Here's pass up and nearly knocked away again. Schwartz with it. And they're going to call 10-second violation. And the Trojans again doing some real good forecourt pressure here. Much to the thanks of Coach Calnon and the boys on the bench. They like that. Held them back there for 10. To the Trojans taking charge momentarily. We've seen this happen so often, but let's see if we can open something up here. Here's a hold foul called on Trago. Trago denies any knowledge of it, but it's true. We have it on film. Okay. Anyway, Oxidine will inbound the ball. Trojans with a good margin here. Now here's Blake Miller taking it on the baseline for two. It's good. Good drive for two, and the Trojans have all of a sudden opened up a 9-point lead here. It had been tied and then won, and now it's a 9-point lead, and now Oxidine get a blocking foul called on him for Matt. It is his third. And Inch will inbound the ball here in front of us here in just a second. He's going to leave as Matt Gessner comes in to replace Matt Oxendine. Got a lot of Matts, a lot of Blakes, and all that on his team this year. So anyway, back with it comes Keister. On wing he goes to Inch. Inch taking it inside. What about a walk? No walk there. No, Inch gets himself to 43-36. Back with it comes Blake Miller. Miller, near wing over here, it comes to Mace. Bounces it on the wing. Shot from over here for three. That's long. And a ball taken right there. And let's see who's got it. It's going to come up court for Trago. Goes inside with it. Shot put up. Good for two. And all of a sudden, the Trojan lead is down to 5. Here's Keister from Midwest doing that one. There's a nice pass over here for Fultz rather. The shot won't go, but Schuyler will go to the line as shooting 2. Mace getting ready to come back into the ball game for UDA as Schuyler Fultz puts his first shot up. Wouldn't go.
Zach Mace into the ball game for the Trojans.
Page comes back in for the Mustangs. See if Schuyler can get this second one to go. If he does, he'll give the Trojans a 6-point lead. And he did. Nice bucket. Good one. 44-38. UD by 6. They double team back here. Ball tipped, but picked up here by Inch. Inch will roll it ahead. Here's Wagner from outside for 3. It is off the mark. Rebound tapped on the near side, and we're going to have the ball. No, it's a foul. Foul is on number 33, Mace. His third. Zach Mace, his third. Take Zach Mace's place. It's Blake Ringler in there. Back here for Inch. Inch here for that Keister. Back to Inch. Inch takes a step over, puts a shot up, no good. Rebound comes back here, controlled to Mark Mace. Mark with a pass here for Blake Miller, stopping and popping off the glass. Good for 2. Nice bucket by Blake Miller that time as Wagner comes back with it for the Midwest. Here's a shot from the side for 3, no good. Return, put up and in, good. He caught that one, did Inch. Fellas looking up for a rebound and never hit the basket. An Inch right there to take that pass, we'll call it, rather than a shot, and put it back. 46-40, 3:33 left here in the third period. Here's Mace trying to penetrate, pushes it over the baseline. Picked up over there by Fultz, and then back out here for Blake Miller. Miller dumping it here for Ringler. Ringler pushes it inside, and he is going to be a block called inside. It'll stay UDA ball. Good defensive play that time by someone. I think it might have been Keister of the Mustangs. Inbound here to Fultz. Fultz back outside. Here is Mark Mace for Gessner. Matt Gessner brings it on the near wing. Fultz. Whoop, tried to bounce it inside, but it's kicked there by Page.
Drew Gunderman into the game for the Trojans.
Drew Gunderman comes in to replace Mark Mace for UDA. See if Gunderman can get himself a 3 or so here. Inbounds play. Gessner trying to inbound it. Oh, hurry up. He'll loop it back here. It is going to be tapped away. No one breaking back and getting himself open for Gessner that time. Over the wing. Here comes shot put up and in. Good. Keister for 2. It's 46-42. The margin back to 4. Here's Gessner with a 16-foot try. Good for 2. Matt Gessner with a 16-footer. Good for 2 of the Trojan, margin back to 6. Oh, nice dump inside. Good block in there, and then it goes out of bounds, but a good block inside by the Trojans. I'm not sure if that was Ringler or was it Gunderman. I'm not sure. But timeout's going to be called by UDA. It's 2:36 left here in the third. The Trojans up by 6. Hey, UD's timeout is over now, and it'll be Keister inbounding the ball for the Northwest. Here's Wagner. Goes inside. Back outside for Wagner. Wagner pushing it right here. Keister for 2. No good. Rebound comes down there. It's tied up as it gets all tied up here with Gunderman and Hicks. And so it'll be inbounded here by Keister. Here for Trago. Trago. Out front he goes. To Inch. He'll drop it back to Keister. 2:15 left here in the third. Just got to keep it out of Wagner's hand. Here's Inch trying to drive the baseline for two. It's a little too long. Rebound nicely in there by Schleger. Ahead quickly here for Gessner. And Gessner will take it over the timeline for UD. Gessner trying to work it inside and gonna say he walked with it. Kind of held up there, I think, a little bit by Wagner. But they say he went for a walk. And this is Keister. To Wagner. Wagner goes over here now for Inch. Keister. Wagner bounces it inside, back outside for Keister. Keister will push it right on the baseline for Inch. Inch reverse layup is good. The bucket counts. And he will go to the line shooting one to get three. As Zach Mace back in there for the Trojans. Here's Inch shooting one, and he made it. It's a three-point ball game. 48-45, UD by three. Here comes Gunderman. Gunderman trying to work it up the court here. Now he's going to be picking it up, spinning it here for Blake Miller. On the baseline it goes for Zach Laudenschläger for two. Wouldn't go. Return, put up, blocked away. Picked off here by the, oh, wait a second. There's a walk. Yep. So here we go. Now let's see if the Trojans can get something off of that turnover. They dodged the bullet on their own turnover, and let's see if we can get one here. And timeout's going to have to be called. The Trojans having difficulty with that inbounds play. No one seems to be getting open, so they're going to have to regroup here a little bit and discuss that inbound play. Minute 15 left here in the third quarter. Trojans by three. They have the ball. Trojans inbounding, finding their timeout. Push it here for Blake Miller. Blake Miller with Keister on him. Blake takes it across the timeline, picking it off over here now for Gessner. And Gessner. Nothing developing inside. Everybody just standing around. Blake Miller says, I'll put one up. Wouldn't go. A rebound underneath there. Well, let's see. It's going to be tied up, and it's going to stay UDA ball. Laudenschläger tying it up nicely inside there with Inch. And on the tie-up, it's going to stay UD ball. We'll see what the Trojans do with it. Here's. Oh, nice pass inside. Now, for two, it's good. Well, good pass that time, and Zach Laudenschläger banged that one home. Zach going up strongly on the layup that time. Need to get Zach into the offense. Now inside it goes here, and a hold foul called on who? I'm not sure they know. Hold is going to be called on Zach Mace. Zach will pick up his fourth, I believe. Brock Stone comes in there for UDA. Shot from the side for three. No good. Rebound comes down here nicely to Gunderman. Oh, my. Pushes it off the head of. Oh, then he's going to walk on the end line, I think, here. I think he might have walked out of bounds. He bounced it off the back of the head of Blake Miller. And then when he got it back, he ran into it, so ran out of bounds, I should say. Matt Harmon comes back in to replace Drew Gunderman now for UDA. And up court, they come, Trago. Clock down to 17 seconds, so the Mustangs will play the time down here, try to get the last shot of the period. Over on the wing. Now it's outside for three. It is no good. Rebound comes up there. This is good. If it goes, it's good. And that's going to do it. And we have got an extremely close ball game heading into the final period here tonight. It's UDA by three, Trojans 50, and the visiting Mustangs of Midwest 47. Right back with the final eight in just a second. Final period coming up now as the Trojans look to cling to a three-point lead. Here's Wagner with it, near wing over here. That is Pyle. Pyle back in there for number 25, Folk. Trego. Folk with it. Back over in the corner. This is Wagner. Back outside he comes. Here's for three. It is no good. Off the mark. Rebounded in there nicely to Zach Mace. Zach coming up the floor with it for UDA. Bounces it here for Zach Laudenschlager. This is Skylar Foltz. Turnaround shot from outside. Good for two. Gunderman for two. Nice bucket. 52-47. UD by 5. Trego spinning it back over there now for that Wagner guy. Wagner back for Trego. And Wagner nearly tipped out there by Blake Miller. Was tipped, but they got it back. Inside they'll go here. Now back out for a three. It is no good. Rebounded nicely inside there. Let's see who's got it. Foltz grabs it and spins it ahead here for UDA. This is Mark Mace. Need a bucket every time up court here now. Can't change or trade buckets with these guys. Ooh, pass inside. Look good, but it goes out of bounds. It's going to be a push foul called on UDA. Push foul called on the Trojans on that play, I believe. Or was it? I'm not sure. Yeah, it was. And they should be shooting a 1-on-1. And somebody, if they can remember who the foul was committed against, they will be able to call that. 6:31 left here. The foul on the play was on number 11, Mark Mace, his first of the ball game. Team 7th. The Mustangs have only committed 2 personals here in the second half. And that sends Wagner to the line shooting a 1-on-1. No good. Blake Miller with the rebound. Who nearly still threw it away, did throw it away. Keister dumps it over here for Wagner for 2. It's good. Mark Mace will pick up his second personal foul. And Trojans again, they're a little sloppy on that rebound. And that's going to put Wagner at the line shooting 1 to get 3. And also to bring his team back to within 2. Wow. Here's his shot. It is good. We've got a 2-point ball game, 52-50. Here comes Mark Mace up the court, guarded by Trego. Bounces it over here for Foltz. Foltz back outside. Blake Miller with it. Blake goes here for Gunderman. Gunderman back. Mark Mace. There's a loop inside here now, and the ball came loose. Picked up by, and then on the floor he goes with it. And still spinning it ahead here is Keister. Keister stopping, pushing it over the wing. Shot from over there, no good. Rebound comes right down here to Gunderman, and he'll bring it up. So the Trojans dodge the bullet once again and still cling to a 2-point lead. 5:35 left in the ball game. Lots of time. Another pass tapped away. Another chance for them to tie up the ball game. Wagner for 2, no good. Rebound tapped around. It's going to go out of bounds. Going to stay down here, they say. But Wagner misses a peeper. The Trojans just got to get somebody in here that can handle the passing play on the upper end of the court, or our end of the court. 2 times now, or 2 or 3 times we've been stymied up there. Wagner on the baseline. Oh, how about a little bit of a foul on 21? Huh? No? Well, where was the foul? I don't know what they called that. But anyway, Mark Mace coming back. Mark, nice bounce pass over here for Foltz. Foltz looking off the glass for 1. Good. Skylar Foltz. I didn't think Skylar could make a shot from where he was. 54-50. Into the corner it goes. Here's Wagner on the baseline. Firing one up. And he misses it. But the foul is going to be called on Zach Laudenschlager, I believe. Zach will pick up personal foul number 2. Team foul number 9. And Wagner at the line shooting 2. His first shot's good. Hicks will come in to replace Trego for the Mustangs. And a second shot is in and out, no good. Rebounded nicely there to Laudenschlager, or to Fultz rather. He'll drop it back here for Blake Miller. There's a quick pass ahead here now for Wagner for two. It's good. And we've got a one-point ball game. Again, a long, lazy kind of a pass by the Trojans, picked off. Here's a ball tipped out of the hands of Mark Mace. Back here for that Oxidine. Ox, another pass tapped away. And the ball stolen away. The Trojans just getting sloppy all over the place. Then they give it. Then there's a tackle foul called right on the about the end zone. What the heck was that? That'd be a foul on somebody, and we got a guy injured over here, a Trojan down over here on the side. I'm not sure who that is. Zach Mace is the injured ball player, and I don't believe I saw how Zach got injured, but he's walking off there pretty good now. So that's a pretty good sign. I'm not sure what the heck happened to Zach, but he will go to the locker room with our trainer, and I'm sure she'll be able to see what happened there. There was no foul at the other end of the court, apparently. I don't see a foul called up there. I can't imagine. I don't know what happened. Maybe they called time because of the injury, which trailed the play. So tapped out of there. Inch got a hand on it, knocked it out of there. It'll be Zach Laudenschlager trying to inbound the ball this time for UDA, which has been a problem. Now they'll loop it here. Stolen away on the inbounds play. Back here for Wagner. Wagner wants to take it in, can't do it. Here's a shot from the side for three, no good. Rebound comes down, and onto the floor with it goes Fultz, and then he got it back up court. And then we'll have a foul called this time on Keister. Non-shooting, third foul of the half for the Mustangs. Keister, it's his second. So it'll be Gunderman inbounding the basketball for UDA. Full court pressure put on by the Mustangs. Comes Oxidine. Ox working it up. Wing it over there for Miller. Into the corner it goes. Zach Laudenschlager. Zach pushes it back outside for three. Just off the mark. Rebound comes down in there. And let's see, it's stolen away by Oxidine on the time. It's going to stay UD ball. All right. Way to go, Matt Oxidine. Crowd like that one. 54-53, UDA by one. Here's a shot put up, no good by Laudenschlager. For three, no good. Rebounded in there, nope, out of bounds it goes. Fultz trying to make a desperate attempt at it, swatting it back in, but couldn't quite do it. So it'll be Keister inbounding the basketball for Trago. Wagner lifted one up, no good. Rebound comes down here. Let's see who's got it. Wagner has it. He'll spin it over in a wing. Now they'll throw it away, I think. Let's see, let it go. Yep, it's going to be U-ball or UDA ball. Hot and heavy this game's getting. Let me tell you, 3:28 left here in the ball game. And Gunderman will inbound the ball for UDA. Here for Oxidine. 1 point ball game, 54-53. Laudenschlager over here for Fultz. Fultz will push it out here for Miller. Miller goes right inside, nice pass. Shot put up there by Oxidine, wouldn't go from right underneath, and then we have a hold foul called on somebody from UD. We'll get a hold call on the rebound. And that'll send Wagner to the foul line again. How come it's always Wagner that gets fouled? They get in these messes here with 11 kids in there battling for the basketball, and Wagner comes up with the foul. Well, at any rate, he'll be shooting two now. Trojans with 10 team fouls. First shot's good, ties up the ball game, 54 all. 54-54 with 3:07 left in the game. It's his second try. It's good. 55-54 as Midwest takes the lead once again now by 1. Here comes Miller. Has the ball tapped out of there. It's going to stay UDA ball. Trago coming up trailing the play and tapped it out of Blake Miller's hand. And so Gunderman will inbound the ball for UD. Gessner will return to the lineup for UDA. He'll be taking Gunderman's place for UD. It'll be Blake Miller inbounding the basketball. No, it won't. It'll be Gessner inbounding the basketball. Back here for Oxidine. Inside it goes here for Lunschlager. Lunschlager from outside for 2 off the mark. Return shot put up and in. Good by Oxidine. Stolen away nicely by Gessner. His shot too long. And a rebound comes back down here for Inch. Inch inside looking for 2. No good. Rebound comes down here to the Trojans. They'll looks it back up over Oxidine. Quick pass here for Lunschlager. He stops, pops, fouled. And Matt will go to the line, or Zach will go to the line, shooting 2 for UDA. Trojans lead by 1, 56-55 with 2:32 left in the ball game. And Zach the Ripper Lunschlager at the line, shooting 2. Remember, the Mustangs will be shooting 2 every time. Trojans with 10 personals in the half. First shot by Lunschlager is good. He will shoot 1 more. Matt has given us a 2-point lead. Here's the second try. It is good. 2 perfect free throws by that Matt Laudenschlager. And it's 58-55. 2.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Here's Wagner. Goes on there for that Page, then back to Wagner. Spins it out front there for Keister. Keister for Trago. Trago inside. A reverse layup. Good. How many reverse layups has that kid had tonight? That is that Inch. He's got another one. 58-57, UDA by 1. 2 minutes remaining in the game, inside of 2 minutes. Here's Lunschlager taking it to the hoop for 2. Wouldn't go. But Zach will go to the line again, shooting 2. Let's see if Zach can get 2 more in here. Zach was perfect the last time he went there. And we are hoping for the same results this time. 1:54, show you the clock here, 1:54 remaining in the ball game. Laudenschlager's first shot, good. Zach with 3 great foul shots here at the waning moments of the ball game. 59-57, can Zach give us our 60th point? Yes, he did. 60-57, UD by 3. Keister. Up court with it. Keister spinning it over in a wing. Wagner trying to take it inside. Cut off out here. Keister's got it. Keister pushes it back for Wagner. Wagner will take a 3-point attempt from over there. No good. Rebounded nicely to Fultz. Back with it comes the Trojans. And then that pass there is going to be out of the reach of Laudenschlager. And hold everything. What do we got? Oh, brother. A foul called. Coach Calnon questioning the foul. A 2-shot foul coming up here on the foul called on Oxidine. Not only was it a foul, but Ox has just fouled out of the ball game, and he has been playing very, very well here in the waning moments of this ball game too, really sparking the ball club. So that could eventually hurt. And of course, it's Wagner. He's the only shooter they have from the foul line. They call a foul, Wagner shoots. Good grief. Wagner at the line again, shooting 2. First shot, good. Here's his second shot, and it is good also. 60-59, minute 27 remaining. Here comes Blake Miller with it. Blake up the court. He's looking for help, and he won't get it. As back with it comes Inch. Inch for 2. It's good. And the Mustangs lead by 1, 61-60. Back with it comes Gessner. He's fouled. Wagner will pick up the foul. be non-shooting. The team's 6. The Trojans will inbound the ball over here on the side with 1:10 left in the ball game. And it'll be Drew Gooderman inbounding the basketball for UDA. Back here for Blake Miller. Miller with Keister on him. Pushes it over there for Gessner. Gessner swinging it back there for Fultz. Out in front it comes now for Blake Miller. Inside of a minute to play in the ball game. Trojans trail by 1. Here's Gessner pushing it inside here for a shot and a foul. And that time I think it'll be Zach Lodschlager, who has been hot here, going to the line to shoot 2. Now we really need these. Remember I told you about these foul shots earlier on twice. I'll just repeat myself. What a difference they are going to make in this ball game. 50 seconds remaining. Zach at the line shooting 2. If he makes 1, we're tied. If he makes 2, we lead. Here's his first try. It is good. Zach Lodschlager, perfect lately, and it's 61-61, and they're going to try to ice Zach for the second shot. So we'll be right back. The Trojans have tied it up at 61 all. Zach Lodschlager will be at the foul line shooting 1 when we come back. Timeout is over. Zach Lodschlager back at the line to shoot 1 to give the Trojans a 1-point lead if he puts this one in, which he did not that time. And on a rebound, we're tied. Here is Keister swinging it over there for Trago. Trago comes across the court. This is Inch. Got to watch him. Inch for 2. Blocked nicely. Return shot blocked in there nicely by the Trojans. As Fultz comes up with a big block on Page that time. And timeout called by UDA. Big defensive play by Skylar Fultz. 29 seconds. The Trojans have the ball. Will they work it down and try for one play? One would think perhaps they would. We'll see. Trojans set to inbound the basketball, finally following their timeout now. 29.5 seconds remaining. And this better be a good inbound play. That's all I can say. And they're going to call 5 seconds. Can you believe it? The advantage now goes to Midwest. Wow. Guys just do not get open. And it'll be inbounded now by Midwest. Here's Wagner. They don't have any trouble with that. Wagner back here for, now they'll play it down. Keister, locked down to 18 seconds. Over they spin it. This is the ball game right here, folks. If you don't want to foul, timeout. Timeout with 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Well, the inability to get it in that time has not cost the Trojans yet. But with 10.5 seconds, Midwest will have the ball to inbound, and we'll see. Okay, last 10.5 seconds ready to be played here now as Inch will bring the ball, or put the ball in play. We'll put it back here to Page. And they'll drop it back here now for that Keister. Keister here for Wagner. Wagner pushing it over the wing. Shot from over there for 3. It is no good, but a foul. A foul on a 3-point shot with 9/10 of a second is going to allow them to shoot, and that's going to be, I'm afraid, the ball game. Wow. It'll be amazing if Trago doesn't put one of these 3 in with 9/10 of a second. Trago's first shot. Well, he popped that one up. He threw an air ball. Pressure's on the young fella, I guess. Here's his second try. It is good. And that did it as the Midwest will win this ball game by 1. Timeout called now by Coach Calnon. But I'm afraid that it's all over. We'll see. Still got 9/10 of a second left. If this was the NBA, there'd be 4 regular timeouts and 2 30-second timeouts. But whatever. We'll be right back. Trago shooting his second one. It is no good, and that's going to do it. The game comes to an end. The Trojans drop this one tonight by a final score of 62-61 to the brand new visiting Midwest Mustangs. And the Mustangs, you got to give them credit. They really hung in there all night long, and a couple of plays that, well, just kind of destroyed the Trojans tonight. But they had leads of 9 already, the Trojans did, and Midwest just kept battling back. And then finally, the final play with 6/10 of a second or whatever left was the foul, the 3-point shot foul in a tie ball game that just was one thing that shouldn't have happened. But in the heat of the ball game, you know, a lot of times stuff like that does happen. So it's very unfortunate that it happened to the Trojans tonight, and they go 1-1 in league now with a ball game coming up here on Monday night. I'm not sure if it's here or away, but nevertheless, it is going to be a tough one to swallow that time, because they had their chances and just couldn't put them away. That final shot with the foul just kind of did it to them, and so that's going to do it for us tonight. Again, the Trojans dropping here by 61-60, and that'll do it. So we'll catch you in the next UDA boys basketball game. Till then, good night from Gordon E. Foster Gymnasium. Well, good evening, everybody, from out here in Schuylkill Haven, where tonight the Trojans will take on the Hurricanes of Schuylkill Haven in a non-league ball game, of course, as they get tuned up for more Tri-Valley action coming up next week. But tonight, it's the Hurricanes, and we have an unusual spot up here. We're tucked into one end of the, what will I call the balcony up here, I guess you'd call it. And that's where we're located, at the one end of the court. So it should give a pretty good perspective as far as coaching is concerned, because we'll have some wide open pictures for you, and we'll see what happens. The Trojans have been introduced. We'll have those guys. The Hurricanes are on the board up here, and we're going to assume that this is them. They got a 6'5" center out here. He's number 30, that's Foss. And Eric Fryer and so forth. So we should be ready to go here in just one moment. Everybody for the Trojans are reported to be in good health tonight. We have Skylar Foltz out there, along with Zach Laudenschlager, Oxidine, Mace, that is Mark Mace, and finally Blake Miller. So we're ready to go. Foss will tip it off for the Schuylkill Haven, the Hurricanes, and here we go. Number 10 there is Miller. He's the point guard for the beginning of the ball game here. Miller out in front, swinging it on the near wing over here for Korenchuk. Korenchuk bounces one inside, the 8-foot try, no good. Rebound tipped around in there, controlled here to Skylar Foltz. He'll break it here for Mark Mace. He'll take it up court here now for Oxidine. Over the wing for Mark Mace. Mark looking, bounces one right inside here and out of bounds it goes. An excellent play that time. They had Zach loose inside, but just couldn't get it to him. A good play though, set up nice. Miller, near wing over here for Foss. Foss back, and Miller plays it out in front. Goes over the wing with it now. They'll push it back here for Miller. We'll look at the defensive alignment for the Trojans here now. Here's a shot for three. It is good. One of the things we will have a little trouble with here is the scoreboard. I'll let you know what it is more than show you, because the one net is in the way out here. Here's Skylar Foltz with it. Goes over the wing. Shot from over there to tie up the ball game off the mark. A little long. Rebound underneath, picked up in there by Korenchuk, and back with it comes Miller. Over the wing he goes. This is Miller with it now. Bounce it in here. 12 in there is Sterner. This is Miller with it. Miller tries to go inside with it. The ball is tapped out of his hands. It's going to be off the hands of the Hurricanes. So Oxidine will inbound the ball for UD. Matt coming down the court with it for the Trojans. Trojans trail 3-0. Nice bounce here for Blake Miller. Blake pushing it back here now for a pass on the wing over here. It's Oxidine. We'll stay back and watch the whole thing happen here. Looping it back here for Oxidine. Then it's going to be tied up. On the tie-up, it's going to stay UD ball. Miller getting tied up that time with Oxidine. And it's going to be Blake Ringler into the ball game for UDA. He'll replace Zach Laudenschlager for the Trojans. Mark Mace trying to take it inside. Dumps it right here for Blake Miller. His shot partially blocked, maybe a little bit short. On the floor it goes. It's going to be tied up. This time it'll belong to the Hurricanes. 5:47 remaining. Here's the scoreboard. That make any sense? No. 5:47 left. I can see that part, but I can't hardly show it to you. Anyway, near wing here. Inside they'll go to Foss, back out here. This is going to be a pass on the baseline for two. It's good. Shot made by number 33 Fryer that time. And it's a 5-0 ball game. Trojans get 4 new faces off the bench here to go into the ball game here at the next whistle. Here's Mark Mace with it. Mark over the wing, has it tapped loose. Peck back here for Miller. And Blake working it around out in front. Has to bounce it here for Oxidine. Back here for Blake Miller. Blake will take it inside. Pops one up for two off to the left. No good. Rebound comes down there to that Sterner, and back with it they come. Near wing here. Miller with it. Miller takes it around on the right side over there for that corner chuck or something like that. Shot put up, no good. Rebounded underneath there, however, and put in by Foss. Number 30. It's 7-zip. Trojan Junior varsity got blasted out here tonight. Here's Mark Mace having all kinds of problems with it. Ball picked up in here. They'll loop one over here for Sterner. Sterner still has it. Dropping it here for that Korenchuk. Korenchuk, I guess it is. This is Korenchuk with it. Now inside they'll go with it. Shot put up and a foul called. Foul will be on Blake Ringler. Ringler picks up the personal foul, and to the foul line goes Fryer, shooting 2. His first shot was no good. Now we have Zach Mace into the ball game, along with Gessner, and also Drew Gunderman is in there also for UD. We have another hold called on UD. This one's going to be on number 33, Mace. First shot by Foss is good. It's now 8-0 with 4:05 left here in the opening period. Foss' second shot, good. They're throwing a 9-0 shutout at the Trojans now. So let's see if this new squad can get on the board. Back Laudenschlager. Back outside here comes to Gunderman. Gunderman has it blocked out. Boy, the man's hanging on his arm, huh? No call. All right. Now that goes over here to Gunderman. Gunderman for 3, just off the mark. Rebound comes down inside here to that Korenchuk. Korenchuk dumps it off. Shot put up and up. Good block in there by Zach Mace that time. Way to go, Zach. Real nice block on that drive. And the Hurricanes will inbound the ball. Looping it right out there for that pass near wing. Here's Miller from outside. It's good for 3. And it's 12-0. The way the junior varsity started off. This is Gessner with it for UDA. Dropping it over the wing. Down into the corner it goes for Mace. Zach Mace looking for something to do with it. They're going to call a walk on Zach with 3:12 left in the first period. And back up court comes Miller for the Hurricanes. Goes over the wing with it. 12 is Sterner. Underneath he drives it, but it's going to be picked off here by Gessner. Gessner with the behind the back dribble gets himself in trouble. Back with it comes Sterner looking for two. It's good. And timeout's going to be called by UDA. So just trust me, there is 2:48 remaining here in the first quarter. I don't think you can make it out. And the score over there is actually 14-0. UD timeout is over, and the Trojans will inbound the basketball. Blake Miller in there along with Oxidine. This is young Matt Oxidine. Trojans with a very, very young ball club. They'll bounce it back outside here now for Blake Ringler. He has the ball tapped away from him, and on the floor it goes. A big collision down there. Everybody reaching for it. On the tie-up, it's going to stay UDA ball. As Oxidine gets ready to inbound the ball for the Trojans. It's going to be Matt Harmon in there to replace Zach Mace for UD. Matt number 12. Put it back here now, and Oxidine has it. In here for Blake Ringler. Ringler goes inside here for Fultz. Fultz turnaround shot. He's fouled. Schuyler will go to the line, shooting 2 for UD. Schuyler can put one in here. Here's his first try. It is good. 14-1. He's taken the lid off the UD bucket. Maybe Schuyler can get another one here. The second shot is also good. Skylar Fultz goes 2 for 2 and makes it a 14-2 ball game. And back up the court they come. This is Sterner. Sterner drop it back there for that Miller guy. Miller spinning around over in the wing over there for that Chuck. Now inside it goes off the hands of Foss and out of bounds. So the UD will get the ball back. Be able to come back and narrow the gap here a little bit. Trojans doing some good defensive work that time on these Hurricanes. As Blake Miller sneaks the ball down on the wing over there. Now inside it comes to Ringler. Ringler has a little bit of a problem with it. They'll push it over on the side there for Oxidine. Oxidine wanted to take it in, couldn't do it. Miller with it. On the baseline here for Fultz. Schuyler dumps one inside. Harmon pushes it back here for Fultz. Fultz will take it in, looking for 2. It's a little bit too long and out of bounds it goes. They're going to say it went off of Blake Ringler. And so the Hurricanes will inbound the ball. 13 McCarthy and number 11 Schleicher into the ball game for the Hurricanes. Mark Mace returns, as does Zach Laudenschlager for UDA. Down the right wing they'll go. Into the corner. The ball goes out of bounds, but it's going to be last touched. Ooh, they're going to say Skylar Fultz touched it last. I thought maybe that Chuck did, but I'm going to say it went off UD. Chuck will inbound the ball. It does so over there. Here's Sterner with it. Goes on the baseline. Shot for 2. No good. Nice rebound inside here from Mark Mace. Mark will take it down the court. Bounce pass over here for Ringler, or for Miller rather. Here's Mace with it back again. Puts a shot up off the glass a little bit too high. Rebound comes right down here. We're going to get a walk called on Sterner that time. 56 seconds left here in the first quarter. We'll try to inbound the ball. Does back here. Let's see. Can we grab it? Nope. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to go out of bounds off Fryer, they say. Fryer and Zach Laudenschlager battling for that loose ball that time. They sent one off Fryer. So Trojans catch a break with 50 seconds left in the first period. Miller pushing it over here for a pass on the baseline for Laudenschlager. Zach looks it back outside here for Blake Miller. Now back over there. Shot from over the wing for three. No good. Rebound comes down. Let's see. It's going to be controlled over there. Out of bounds. It goes. And good effort that time made by Zach Mace. Or Mark Mace, I mean. Up court they come. Over the wing. Pushing it back out in front. 23 seconds remain here in the first quarter. Stay back here. 13 there, or 12 there is that Sterner. Sterner wanted to take it in, couldn't do it. Now they'll pass it on the baseline. Shot put up, no good. Rebounded inside and a foul call. We're going to have a hold foul called on McCarthy. McCarthy with the hold foul with 2.3 seconds remaining. So now I'm not sure. See if the Trojans have a 2.3 second play here as Miller gets set to inbound the ball. He'll fire it over here. Now this is going to be no good. And so the quarter comes to an end. At the end of one, trust me, it is 14-2. We'll be right back. Well, let's see if the Trojans can do a little better here in period number two. As Korenchuk's got it, brings it back here for Miller. Now it's near wing here. That's at Schleicher. Here's 5. Korenchuk for 3. No good. Rebound underneath, though, and put up and in. Good by number 30, Foss. It's 16-2. Trojans come back up court with it. Oxidine pushing it over in the wing there for Mace. Mace had it stripped away from him. Picked up in here by Miller eventually. He'll dump it in the front. That ball goes on the floor, and let's see, it's still wrestled around for him, and the Trojans break away with it this time. Here's a shot put up, good for 2 by Mark Oxidine. 16-4. Miller for the Hurricanes. Miller circling it near wing here. Korenchuk with it. This is Foss near wing. Miller from outside for 3. It is no good. Rebound comes down there nicely to Foltz. They'll push it down here for Zach for 2. A little bit short on the rebound. Who's got it? Nope. They're going to say it went out of bounds down there off Foltz. And Trojans nearly had a chance for 2 there. Didn't happen. Miller and Korenchuk bringing it up. This is Miller. Over in the far wing it goes for that number 11, Schleicher. Here's Foss. He goes inside. 1 fake, 1 shot, 1 foul. He'll go to the line shooting 2. That will be number 33, Fryer. Fryer will shoot a pair. It's Fryer's second shot is no good. Rebounded in there nicely to Skylar Foltz, who will get it ahead quickly here now for Oxidine. That pushing it into the corner. Here's my Blake Miller with it. Blake lost the handle. Back here for Mark Mace. Blake Miller tries to penetrate, pushes it off on the wing. Shot from over here by Zach Laudenschlager, no good. Zach has his own rebound, however. Pulls it back here for Oxidine. Oxidine dumping it on the wing. Here's Mace with it. Mace trying to take it inside. Nope. Blake for 3. Just off the mark it goes and out of bounds on the shot. So it'll be inbounded by the Hurricanes. Ringler and Harmon back into the ball game for UDA now. Matt Harmon 12, Ringler 23. Here's Fryer, pushes one inside for Foss. Back out it comes. On the wing. Near side. This is that Sterner. Inside they go with a pass for a 2 to Foss. Foss camped right underneath the basket there, and Sterner got a good pass inside to him for 2. There's a pass inside. Turnaround shot by wouldn't go, and boy did he go down hard. And I'm telling you, Mark Mace is in pain. And I think you'll be able to see why on the video. Hold everything. We'll be right back. I think Mark Mace came down on the ankle, and he is going to be assisted into the locker room and get some kind of help, I'm sure. But it didn't look perhaps as bad as it might have looked. But that hurts. Ankles, wow, they're no fun. Anyway, in the meantime, pass near wing over here. Sterner taking it over on the right side for 2. It's good, or 3 rather. So what the Trojans wanted to do here tonight, I believe, basically is get out of here without getting injured. And now we got Mark on the gimpy side of things. Here's a pass over here, tapped away. And he's going to lose it. Does a globetrotter dribble there. All right. Anyway, Sterner near wing here for Miller. Miller wouldn't like 3. Nope, not that time. Rebound comes down inside, though, controlled to the Hurricanes, and then out of bounds. It'll go off a leg. It's going to be the other Mace. Now I can just call him Mace since Mark is out of the game momentarily. So that's Zach Mace in there. And also Gunderman returns to the lineup, as does Gessner. Pass underneath. Good pass. Good bucket. Wrong team. Anyway, back they come. 23-4. This game here, we just want to, it's a cloudy night outside. We just want to get home. Good heavens. For a couple, it's no good. Rebounded back outside here now. Here's a shot from the corner. No good. That was Harmon. And back with it they come. Quick lead pass up here for Fryer. No good. Too long. Couldn't catch it. And UD will inbound the ball. This is Gessner with it. Gessner picks it up here for Harmon. Now inside with a nice pass that time. No shot. Shot wouldn't go down that time. That was Ringler with a shot. Blake couldn't get that thing to go down. Dumping it here for Foss. He's fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 2. Foss missed his first shot. The foul was on Zach Mace, his second. Second shot's good. 24-4. Here's Gunderman looping it inside. That didn't work. And back come the Miners, or the school, where are we? Schuylkill Haven, that's right. Kind of lose concentration in a 24-4 ball game. Just stay back here. The 2, good. 13, that's McCarthy for 2. Ringler for Harmon. Into the corner. Ringler has it, puts a shot up and in, good. Blake Ringler for 2. 26-6 with 2:07 left here in the first half. Let's watch these guys working around here. Bounces it inside again here. Fryer, he'll dump it in the side in front. Foul called, and that's going to let Foss go to the line again, and he'll be shooting 2. Foss missed the first one. Second one, he missed both. Ball tapped around over here. Going to go out of bounds off the Trojans. It'll stay here. 33 Fryer with a good move that time to keep the ball in their possession, bouncing it off Blake Miller's leg there. They'll inbound it here. For 3, no good. For 2, good. In there to that big Friar kid camped underneath. I used to have a rule when we would be blasting people that I wouldn't give our score until we hit double figures. So I'm going to go back into that this year. Now here's a shot. No good. Rebound comes down to them. Scores. They have 28. Ooh, nice drop inside for 2. That's short. Rebound comes down to UD. Here is a shot for 2. It is good. All right. That was that Blake Ringler for 2. There is under a minute to play in the half. Here's Miller. Miller dishing it underneath, pushes it out on a wing. Shot from out there. This is for 2. 3. I gave him 3. Oh, that's Vladiak. He played like a maniac in the first game here, the junior varsity ball game. And he just hit himself a 3 out here early on. Just got into the game. Whoops, hold it. We got a hold foul. Hold foul called on them, and then timeout called. No, time was not called. They were just holding everything up so they could put some subs in. And here's Blake Miller. Blake getting pushed out there with that Vladiak. And here is Mark Mace. Good to see Mark back in there again. He has the old ankle taped up here. Here's Mark going to the hoop, but he's fouled. Hold foul called. Mark will go to the line. You can see Mark is hurting. He is favoring that left ankle. But he's a gamer, and he's going to shoot 2. Mark's first one is no good, so he'll shoot 1 more. Mark's second try is in and out. Wouldn't stay down. Ball's tipped. And back with it comes Miller of the Hurricanes as the buzzer goes to end the half. At the end of one half of the ball game, I'll let you figure it out. They have 31. Third quarter underway. The Trojans play right down here below us. Here's Mark Mace. Goes across the court. Stolen away in there by that Freimer. Over in the wing. Back into Freimer. Freimer fakes once. Puts a shot up. No good. Freimer has his own rebound. Then he got popped in the eye, I think. Yeah, he's going to be okay. But here's a pass on the other end off the hands of Zach Laudenschlager. And out of bounds it goes. So the Trojans with a quick break, but they turn it over. Back comes Miller with it now for Schuylkill Haven. Fultz guarding on him. Over the wing. 5. Oh, right inside with a dandy pass to that 30 Foss. And Foss put her home. Here's Fultz trying to make a move inside, just off the mark that time. A little bit of a foul call, no foul called, but it was a foul nonetheless, but it wasn't called. There's a nice dump inside for 2 more. 35 for Schuylkill Haven. Near wing here for Laudenschlager. Across the court it goes. Here's Mace, pushes it back outside for 3. Short. Rebound underneath comes right down to them. Long pass down the court. That's that Korenchuk. Chuck. Ooh, how about that pass inside, huh? Trojans kind of standing around watching that one. Good swift pass underneath for 2 more. 37. Laudenschlager for 3. Off the mark. Rebounded in here to that Korenchuk. Korenchuk will drop it back. This is Miller with it. Ooh, almost stolen that way. Here's Miller for 2. 39. Blake Miller for 2 or 3 over there. That's short. And the rebound goes out of bounds off Laudenschlager. And the Trojans will send a new squad in there. Say one thing for Schuylkill. I think they're 4-0. They are one heck of a good ball club. Shot in there, missed that time, but the ball comes right back to them. It's like they're Velcro, and the ball's made out of Velcro. Here's a pass underneath, picked up in there by that number 13, McCarthy. For 2 more, it's 41. The Trojans should get a bucket here now so I can give you their score. Nope, not that time. Dumping it on the baseline, but this one comes away and then it goes on the floor. It's going to be stolen away again. One fake, 2 points. 42-43. Stolen away again. Racing up for 2 more. No good. Missed it. Back comes Gessner for UD. For Gunderman. Gunderman pops himself inside, puts a shot of it in. Good. It is now 43-10. That's right. The Trojans have broken the double-digit line, and they have 10. 43-10 with 3:52 left here in the 3rd quarter. Ball came loose, picked up, batted loose again. Blake Ringler has it here for UD. For Harmon. Here's Matthew looking for something to develop underneath. Over the wing, back outside. Harmon, near side. Ringler, Harmon. Harmon for 3. Just off the mark. Rebound comes down there to the Hurricanes. And back up court comes that number 13, McCarthy. Korenchuk with it. Right underneath. Try to go out front. 6-footer. Good by that McCarthy. Stolen away. 21 for 2. 47-10 rather. 47-10. 2:24 left in the 3rd. For 3, no. Sterner with it. Is that Korenchuk? Ooh, near steal attempt anyway. 12 for 2. No good. Back comes the Trojans here now. Gunderman on the baseline for 2. No good. Return shot put up and in. Good on a good follow-up that time by Zach Mace. That 12 guy stopping. Ooh, another steal. Here's Gessner for 2. It's good. So Matt Gessner gets 2. 47-14 the score. Down to a minute 12 remaining here and timeout. Called. Minute 14 remaining. Actually, it's 47-14. Schuylkill Haven inbounding. 23, that's at Vladiak, 23. Ooh, nice steal in there by Gessner again. Gessner looking for two. It's batted out of there. Ball comes back here, and the Trojans have it. They push it back outside here. Drew for three, off the mark. Rebounded in there to 11. He is held up, but no call. Vladiak gets it ahead. And now back here for that Vladiak. Stolen away again by, this time, Mark Oxidine. Pushes it over here for Gessner for two. It's good. Good steal by Mark Oxidine. A good layup by Gessner. 47-16. Sterner takes it inside, lost the handle on it, breaking back real quickly here is Gessner. He has it on the baseline, dumps it right over here for two. No good. Ball tapped around, out of bounds it goes. Going to go off Trojans, but Matt Oxidine had a shot there but fired it too high. Just got a little bit too excited, I guess, and really popped it up from right underneath. Clock down to 5 seconds, 4 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Out of bounds it goes with 2 seconds remaining in the third. Galuba here, shot from outside by Sterner, no good. And that's going to end 3/4 of this ball game. Play underway here now in the final period. Ball tapped loose, comes back court, but Vladiak had it stolen away from him, and they're going to say it was tied up. It'll be UD ball. Tied up nicely that time by Mark Mace, who seems to be walking a little better on that gimpy ankle of his. Miller over there for Mace. Back to Miller. Miller from outside for three. It's good. Blake Miller gets three. It's 47-19. So the Trojans starting to make a little move offensively here anyway. Vladiak gets it over there on the corner. This is Schleicher running in for two. No good. Rebound comes down here to Blake Miller. Blake spinning it here for a dump inside, out of bounds. It's going to stay up here. Launschlager that time trying to hit Ringler underneath, but push it outside now. Harmon working out in front on the baseline. Here's a shot from over there by Zach, a little bit tipped away, and then the return shot put up and in by Blake Miller for 2 points. It's 47-21. Good to see the boys not giving up here and coming back and trying to get something going. Ooh, there's a pass inside, shot put up, good for two. That was that number 21 Bailiff. A couple of these guys in here now play junior varsity basketball for Haven. Here's a shot for three by Blake Miller, no good. Rebound comes down here, and then it's going to be spun back out. Mark Mace had it ripped out of his hands, and out of bounds it goes. It's going to stay UD ball. Trojans inbound here for Miller. Oh, he had it tapped out of his hands, on the floor it goes. They'll ladder it back here to number 21 for two. It's good. A Bailiff for two. Harmon lost the handle on it as he was taking it inside. Bailiff picks it up, pushes it back here for Sterner. Sterner on the right wing for that Vladity or whatever. 21 is fouled. That's Bailiff. He'll go to the line shooting two. Bailiff at the line shooting two, missed his first one. Here's his second shot. It is no good. Rebounded in there, however, to the Schuylkill Haven Hurricanes. Vladiak passing it over here now. And this ball's going to be lost away. Zach is going to take it in, looking for two. He has it grabbed and knocked out of his hands. So that's going to send Laudenschlager to the lines for UDA. Or will it? No, it won't. It wasn't fouled, just blocked it out of his hands. Okay. Blake Miller inbounding. Mark Mace. Mark will take it in. Looking, jump or shot. Good for two. Well, Mark hasn't had a lot of points. In fact, it might have been his first couple tonight, but he moved that one inside pretty darn nicely. Vladiak moves it over in a wing. Whoops, hold everything. We got a foul. Foul was on Mark Mace, his first. Or rather, no, it wasn't on Mark Mace. It was on Laudenschlager, rather, his first. It's going to be red ball. That's us. 5:06 left in the ball game. Blake Miller sliding it over there for Mark Mace. Mark tries to loop it inside, but the ball's tipped around inside. There was a defender right there in front of the Trojan, so that didn't have much of a chance. Push call foul on one of the Trojans. It's going to be on number 23 for UD. It's Blake Ringler. He'll pick up his fourth. Up court comes Vladiak. Vladiak dribbling out here. Picked up the ball to the left wing. Ooh, man, they're tying him up inside there and tied him up a little too hard. Got a foul. Trojans pick this loose ball up. Here comes Oxidine for two. It is good. Matt Oxidine on the steal down there, and he brought it up court and put it home. 51-25 the score. Oh, they're near stealing there. These guys, Trojans, are getting to steal the ball away a little bit more now than they had in the early going. Whoops. Oxidine will get a hold called on him. Team's fifth. For Ox, it'll be his first of the ball game. And they'll inbound the ball back here for that 12 or 13 guy. That's McCarthy. McCarthy dropping one inside, no good. Rebound comes down there nicely to the Trojans. That was the other Mace. There's a shot for two from out in front, no good. Rebound tapped around here. Gunderman has it. He goes off the glass for two, no good. Return shot, no good. The Trojans miss about three opportunities there, and then a foul will be called on Zach Mace. Picks up the foul. For Zach, it'll be foul number 3. There's that Vladiak. Vladiak whipping it over into the corner. For two. Good. That was McCarthy. 53-25. 3:20 left here in the ball game, and then we'll get the heck out of here. Here's Oxidine dropping it back over here. Shot from outside for 3, off the mark. And a rebound comes back here to Foltz. He'll go across for Oxidine. Oxidine spinning around with it. Gets himself all tangled up, but he still has the ball somehow or another. There's a pass inside. Now they dump it on the baseline. Shot put up, no good, but a foul called. And Mace will go to the line shooting 2. Zach Mace at the line shooting 2 for UD. Here's first try. Good. Gets a 26th point for UDA. It's 53-26 with 2:52 left here in the ball game. Second shot. No good. Rebounded in there. Whoops. Near steal out here. And up court comes Sterner with it. Yeah, throw this one away, but it tapped out of there off the Trojan, so it'll be inbounded here by Sterner for that McCarthy guy. He gives it back to Vladidi, or whatever his name is, something like that. Two, no good. That's Schleiser, number 11. Shot put up, no good, and a return shot put up and a foul called. Foul's going to send Zach Mace to the foul line, shooting 2. Zach missed the first one, but let's see what he can do with this one. 2:07 left. Nope. Ball gets tapped around here, controlled. Back outside here. Shot from over here for three. It's good. That was that Skylar Foltz for a three. Skylar's been very quiet offensively tonight, as have all the Trojans for the most part up until the last few minutes of this ball game. It's now 53-29. Yeah, take it inside, dropping it over the baseline for two. It's no good. Rebounded in there to Foltz. Back here for Gessner. Gessner over in the wing. Now they'll loop it inside. He'll turn around, shot off the glass. Good. Nice bucket there by that Zach Mace that time. Minute 20 left here in the ball game. Ooh, near steal and a foul called on Oxidine. Foul will send Vladiak to the line, shooting a 1-and-1. No good on the shot, and Foltz with the rebound. Over the wing it goes. For two, no good. Rebound, let's see. Controlled inside here, picked up by Drew. His shot wouldn't go. Another shot by UD, no good. Well, the Trojans had 3 shots that time and nothing to go down. Inside of a minute, 52 seconds remaining in this one. 53-31 the score. Sterner. Back come the Trojans, stopping, popping, short. Ball goes out of bounds, knocked out of there by the Hurricanes. And UD will inbound the ball with 39 seconds remaining. On the ground, or on the floor it goes, and let's see, it's picked up there by the Hurricanes with 21 seconds left. So this one is about in the books, and you can throw this page away. A terrible ball game tonight out here against these Hurricanes, unless these Hurricanes are really that good. We'll find out. Williams Valley will be playing these guys, and we'll see how they make out against them. That's going to do it. 6 seconds, 5, 4. Trojans not challenging much at all. They'll just run around with it. That's nice. They didn't even try to shoot it. All right. Final score 53-31. The young Trojans ball club out here gets a lesson from these Hurricanes of Schuylkill Haven. We'll catch you at the next TVL ball game when we head down to Millersburg on Monday night.